Now we have less than 2 weeks to build a team and to face the opponent.
All right. So what do we do?
Time to switch sides again, Doctor.
I don't think I like this sport.
It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose.
You heard it up top. Prepare for an extremely logical discussion as we do our popular draft formula. But this time we boldly go like we said we've never gone before because we're doing the Star Trek draft here on Normies Like Us with your hosts, Science Officer Colin.
Commander Miker swinging my leg over this chair.
The Miker maneuver.
The Miker maneuver, exactly.
This is Captain Jacques-Luc Picard.
Oh.
Make it so. Our 5-year mission to draft our ideal Star Trek crew, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's a draft special. This has become kind of one of our staple series along with our long form and watches. And we were like, what did we do? We had a little bit of a break. We know football season is coming. We've also had new episodes of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and we said, wait a minute.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Let's wait to talk about Strange New Worlds. Let's draft our perfect Star Trek crew.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do.
We're back on our bullshit
drafting,
for a long time. This was a Star Trek podcast, you could say.
Well, we love to talk Star Trek, and, I guess we haven't really done Star Trek in a while because there hasn't been any new content to talk about in terms of Star Trek, really since, the last Strange New World season, or maybe, we did the movies, obviously, but, and there's Lower Decks, but other than that, we have the new Strange New World season coming out, so we're probably going to be talking about that in the future as well, but we're back in our Star Trek mode.
Yeah, we did a Deep Space Nine select episodes of March Madness
right.
or two ago.
That was my idea, yeah.
But yeah, we've been missing it, so we're ready to trek amongst the stars. And again, we're going to battle it out, 10 rounds to see who can create the best ship, captain, crew combination.
That's right. So we've got any show, any character, any crew. You pick your ship, you pick your captain, you pick your officers, whoever you want. You can have civilians, you can have wild card picks, and we'll see who has the best crew or who has the most. We'll see what happens.
I chose both the whales from the whale movie.
We got to save those whales.
Exactly.
Now up top, we just have a couple things to hash out in terms of the rules. I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we have, we have a timer here on screen for us that's going to help us. We have our
viewers. You do have to check this podcast out because we are moving to the future. We have a timer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we'll show this on even in the YouTube, but maybe we will. I don't know.
We're in our beta phase of the refit. We'll see how it turns out, but we got more tools at our disposal now. So we have a clock, we have a draft board that we're going to be using while we do this.
Right. And so you don't have to, as we've decided, you don't have to go captain right away. You don't have to go ship. You can go wherever you want to go. I'm going to try to lock down probably my captain, I'll tell you right now. But and I'm going to try not to take all DS9 characters, and Mike's going to try not to take all Enterprise characters, hopefully.
Yes, I'm definitely, it's not a hard rule. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to make a concerted effort to try to have a mixed crew. That's kind of my thing, broadly. But you don't have to do that. So ideally, we'll have a ship, a captain, 5 officers, and 3 whatever the hell you want.
And Colin's going to take all Discovery characters because he loves that show.
Well, here is a question for you guys. Obviously, you guys are a little more experienced in the trekking than I am. I'm a bit of a newcomer to it. We've discussed all the films in the long form series on this podcast. Right. We've done many episodes. Jacob, you've done, I believe, 2 DS9 episodes, essentially.
I love DS9.
You guys have talked a lot about your love for it. I have not seen all the series. I'm keyed into the ones that I like. I'll talk about them as I make picks here. But Jacob, you provided us a list of basically most of the characters and most of their positions in the Trek universe that you might consider
pretty comprehensive
the shows. It's extremely
list, if I do say so myself.
It's very well done.
I forgot
Question for you
Star
guys.
Trek Picard characters, so I didn't include
Oh,
those.
I don't care about that because I haven't watched.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second
I
of
don't
that.
want to even think about that. So
But question for you guys, something else notably off of it, you left off the Kelvin timeline versions of characters. Am I allowed to choose from the film universe?
yeah, okay. I guess we were talking about that because we said okay. You can take Spock, you can take Leonard Nimoy Spock, you can take what's his
Ethan
name?
Peck.
Ethan Peck Spock.
Can I choose old man
could take
Spock
Zachary
dying in
Quinto.
a different universe?
I say movie universe, TV universe. We've done the movies on the show. I say it all counts.
If you want to specify, this is
Wow.
Zachary Quinto, Kelvin Spock. You can, and even if you want to take the ship from the J.J. Abrams movies, whatever, it's all up to you.
The one with the Beastie Boys on it. I want that ship.
Yes, I'm choosing the Beastie Boys ship, Mike.
From Star Trek Beyond. Yes.
It's preloaded like an iPod in the 2000s with a U2 song. You know,
I like when
Beastie
they
Boys is
scream.
on that playlist.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kirk loves it. And if you see it here on the ship, I did list out like the Enterprise E from the TNG movies, the Enterprise B from the beginning of Star Trek Generations. So those are options, you know.
It's an incredible list, Doug, and I'm going to be really using it this entire episode, which I'm very excited
Let me ask
for.
you this,
One of our draft episodes.
Yeah, we love drafting things. Of course, Mike and I are more Star Trek veterans. I wanted to ask you, Colin, have you seen at least one episode from every Star Trek show, would you say, with maybe with the exception of Discovery, Picard, some of those shows, but like
absolutely
TNG, no. So TNG, you've seen at least one episode of the original series or the movies you've seen. Voyager, have you ever seen an episode of Star Trek Voyager?
Never. Not 1 second of Voyager.
Wow, okay.
DS9, you've seen. Enterprise. Have you ever seen an episode of Enterprise?
One episode of Enterprise. It's the one you guys told me to watch. That's the.
Which one is that?
What's the one where there's a crossover like the Trouble with the Tribbles you talked about.
Well, there's one with Voyager with Sulu and Voyager.
Oh, maybe that's what I've watched.
Yeah. So maybe you have watched the little Voyager.
Maybe I have seen Voyager.
Enterprise is the one with Scott Bakula, Captain Archer, Jonathan Archer.
Yeah, Porthos, his little doggy.
That's right, Porthos. That's his name. Yeah. This is my Porthos
water polo.
Right here.
Yeah, we got a Porthos right here.
And of course, you've seen Lower Decks, Colin. You've seen Strange New Worlds. Never seen Discovery, probably. Never seen Picard.
Nope.
So there you go. So you're a Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds original series fan, basically.
That's right. Basically,
that's what I love about you.
No, but I like that we have Lower Decks is on the board too. Like all that's fair game, so it's gonna be fun. We kind of go all over, but I do think to clear, like if you pick the second Wrath of Khan Kirk, that technically eliminates original series Kirk because it's the same timeline. It takes him off the board. That kind of thing, right?
Yes. I mean, that's if you take Shatner Kirk versus Chris Pine Kirk versus Paul Wesley Kirk. I think any of those are fair game. Wow. But in ships, like if you take the 1701 from the series, you can take the 1701A from the movies post Voyage Home. You get the idea. So
you could take the exploded one, whatever you want.
You take the D, you can take the E.
And how many characters from Andromeda, the other Gene Roddenberry series, am I allowed to draft?
None.
What?
That's gonna be our next special. Don't give it away.
Yeah. And no, what's that other show that
Farscape.
Well, there's a 90s sci-fi show, I'm blanking on the name now, that is very similar to DS9, and it's all based around a space station.
Babylon?
And,
wasn't Farscape?
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5.
Yeah. A lot of people say DS9 sort of lifted some things from Babylon 5. Anyways.
We're going to be lifting things from every series to create the perfect teams, and that's what I'm excited about.
That's right. So we need to roll to determine our draft order. This will be very important because I feel like, if you're going first, you got a huge advantage in this one.
Highest number out of these three rolls. Mike's going to roll for us.
Get excited. Here we go. We have a camera change. We're going to dice cam.
Ooh.
We're going to roll the same dice 3 different times in alphabetical order. So Colin, Jacob, then me. Highest number goes first. Lowest number goes last. And we're going to
do alphabetical based on first name or last name?
We're going to roll alphabetical based on first name because that's what the viewers know most. And I think even if we did it the other way, it would be the same order.
I guess it would be the same order either way.
Anyway, so
interesting.
Colin's initiative roll. Here we go.
Thank you.
They rolled out. It's a 16, however.
Hey, it's a 16.
That's a pretty good roll.
Pretty good.
Colin Brooks, CB, always going first, always getting his name called first in attendance and things.
Number
That's
2
right.
in homeroom. Colin
Homeroom
Brooks.
never did snake draft. Yeah, all right. For Jacob's number, here we go. A 15, just under the 16.
Wow.
I am feeling the pressure for my number because those are really good rolls.
Nat 20.
And 11.
11.
So Colin, Jacob, me, back to regular cam. Let's fill out the sheet, and then I say let's roll over and let's begin the draft festivities. Right after
Let's
this.
do it.
Normies Like Us. Hit it.
Hit it.
Hey. Wow, how excited are you, dog, to get Porthos?
I can't believe
My
it.
first pick, Porthos.
It's
Second
all
pick,
the animals. You're taking Spot the cat.
Neelix. Yeah.
Right.
I'm taking Neelix first, baby.
I'm taking Tuvok. I'm getting 2 for 1.
It's important to have a good cook.
That's right. All right. Well, we're back. We got the sheet filled out, except I have Jacob listed twice.
That's because I'm going twice, baby.
That's
Let
right.
him have him. Let him have
And I will just say, so obviously, Colin, you don't have to go captain first round. But I'm going to say this right now. I did write down for each of you who I think you're going to take as captain. And I bet I get this.
So once the captains have been taken, let us know how accurate
and I
you
kind
were.
of Colin's going to go wild card and pick someone that's not a captain in the first round. I'll just say that, but we'll see what happens.
Probably.
Well, he does have the number 1 pick, and we have our draft clock. If we have nothing else we want to cover before we jump in,
not just our general love of Star Trek right now, like you guys said, Strange New Worlds is back. I'm 1 episode behind. I feel like obviously there's not some amazing character in this episode that I've missed that I'm gonna be like, oh no, why didn't I draft this person? But I'm loving this season right now, and we kind of said what our favorites are, and I wonder if listeners will see that that's where we lean and go. I kind of have my picks in my mind of where I think you guys will go, but as I said up top, this is the wildest I've felt for a draft so far, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of prep work in terms of like who I haven't thought about who I wanted to draft. I'm kind of doing it on the fly. Like I did all this prep work writing the sheet out, but then I was like, wait, now it's time to make my team. Who am I going to pick? So I'm going to kind of be picking on the fly. But I did also write down who I think Colin's going to take first. So let's see if I can nail these predictions.
Yeah. So we have a 1-minute clock. I guess without further ado, at the same time, I think from the 3rd position, I can make a good team. So it's going to be interesting. Let's do it. Colin.
And sorry, go ahead.
You are on the clock.
Clock has started. I've got a minute here. So here's what I'm going to say about this pick. I was never going to go captain first.
Wow.
It's not what I'm interested in. I hate the
I did write
hierarchy.
down. Yeah.
That's my least favorite part of Starfleet. I have to follow my heart here. I didn't think this because it's so high up on our draft order, but I'm going ship first because to me that is the most important linchpin to start. I've won this draft because, guys, I am choosing Terok Nor.
Whoa.
Yeah. Nice.
First of all, that's not a ship. That's a station. But I was thinking
Absolutely a ship.
Terok Nor,
A ship.
Deep Space Nine was called Terok Nor by the Cardassians, of course, as we all know. Now, I wrote down here because there is a ship in DS9, the USS Defiant.
One of my least favorite ships, unfortunately.
Okay. You're already coming with the hot takes here.
Yes. Really?
But I was thinking if you take Deep Space Nine, you get the station and the ship because
I
they're
agree.
kind of a combo deal.
Thank you.
Which I'm really jealous because actually the Defiant is a great ship. It's just not a long voyage ship like the Enterprise. It's an attack ship, and it was designed. It was created to fight the Borg during the Borg Wars, and then repurposed to fight the Dominion during the Dominion Wars. And so it's more offensive. It has more offensive firepower than an exploration ship like the Enterprise.
It punches above its weight class.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Made to look more different than any Star Trek ship is ever made to look. To me, it just looks like a Star Wars ship, and that's what I don't like.
Well, it's a different class of ship because you're used to seeing the Enterprise, which is a certain class with the twin nacelles in the back. This is a smaller ship that's designed for war and battle. So
I don't care about that though. I have a place to live. I get to walk around a place called the Promenade, guys. I don't know about you. Game over.
No, I'm
already so jealous. Yeah,
you could take a vacation to Bajor. Like you could go off. You could have
you go on the
real
wormhole.
gravity.
I will never go on the wormhole. In fact, I will be moving Terok Nor away from Bajoran space.
But that's a big win. I think a very coveted place.
Colin's
Yeah.
opinions on DS9 are very funny. He calls it Terrak Nor. First of all, he loves the Cardassians, right? He's a
I love
Cardassian supporter,
Make
and he
Terrak Nor
hates
great again.
he hates the Trill. He says they're a disgusting
Yes,
species that
they
shouldn't
are.
exist.
And I can tell you a certain person who will not be joining my crew.
I can tell you
100%.
several, yeah. All right. Well, that's a huge pick. I think a lot of people could have expected it going 101. Good job.
Not me.
Jacob.
I'll tell you what. I had someone written down for Colin that's not a captain that I think he will take, but I thought he would take first. But for my pick, now
You're on
should
the
I?
clock.
Yeah, put me on the clock. Should I go ship or should I just go captain and lock up my captain?
That's the question now, yeah.
I'll leave it. It's fine. I think I'm going to go captain. And this was a hard choice for me, of course, because there's two that I would really want to go here with. I love Jean-Luc Picard, of course, but I'm going with my boy, my guy, Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine, of course.
That's
Had to.
crazy.
You
Avery
son of a
Brooks.
bitch.
First
Avery
round
Brooks.
pick. That's awesome, dog.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone else was going to pick up. Maybe they were, but again, I think I have predictions for you guys for captain. But I had to, and again, I'm going to try to avoid going all DS9, which is my favorite show of all the shows.
And yet, two DS9 things off the board, Mike.
That's interesting.
I was going to take Benjamin Sisko as my captain.
Wow.
Really?
So
Okay.
you sniped me here. And I think there's going to be surprises all over the place. But I'll put myself on the clock for my number one pick. I need to choose between now. Do I go ship or do I go captain?
Right.
I think what I have to do. Oh man, it's so hard.
See, ship to me isn't as important because I feel like there's so many options for good ships that if I don't get like my first choice, I'll be happy anyway.
Yeah, I think I feel similarly about captains, but I think with the ship, I have a specific metric that I'm not going to talk about until the draft is done that I'm really heavily weighing. And I think I'll be okay. I hope if I go with my captain here, I'm praying if I can go, and I'll go with Jean-Luc Picard, my goat. Well, there it sits. There are 4 lights. The goat, the diplomat, the man himself playing his flute. Jean-Luc.
Great choice. Now my prediction was that you would take Captain Archer. Maybe I was too bold in thinking you'd go with Captain Archer because you love Enterprise so much, but maybe you'll be going other things from Enterprise.
There's other potential things, yes.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, Jacob and I's choices are very stuck in time. You have the first legacy pick here, someone who has spanned generations. Place me where your Jean-Luc is. Is it young, angry to be on the show, Jean-Luc, or is it eating an edible weed gummy every day on the set of Picard, Jean-Luc?
I hope not.
It's before Picard. It's probably, is it pre or post Locutus would be the question. When is the Inner Light? If that's pre Locutus, I would love to get him right after the Inner Light, but before he gets PTSD.
Locutus is before
Inner Light.
Inner Light, I'm not sure. There are 4 lights is after Locutus, though.
Jacob, has your captain ever met Mike's captain before?
What's that?
Has your captain ever met Mike's captain before?
Oh, yeah, and they don't get along.
My captain got his wife killed.
Yeah, so there's this thing called, so during the, when Picard was taken prisoner by the Borg and turned into Locutus of Borg, and there was this whole thing called Wolf 357, which was a big battle between the Borg and Starfleet, and Sisko's wife died in that battle. And so that's a big inciting incident for him in the first season of DS9, where he meets Picard and he's like, it's very awkward because he's like, oh, I remember you at Wolf 357, motherfucker. And he's like, and then Picard's just very, doesn't know what to say.
Like I was a Borg.
So, yeah, they don't get along. Yeah,
that wasn't me.
So it's not his fault, but at the same time, like he doesn't have great memories of Picard, so they don't necessarily get along too well.
But yeah, so I guess we're back to the top of round 2. Colin, I'm going to put you on the clock now. You got your ship locked in, a good one at that. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I'm going off again. I'm staying wide. Again, I'm just following for the people that I need to get. And I'm going with my number one across all Star Trek board. I'm going with Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy, gentlemen.
Wow, okay. Colin, again, my prediction was wrong. I wrote down Spock would be your first character that you chose.
Bones McCoy. So why Bones?
So Bones surprises me.
Bones is my favorite character. He's so funny. He's played so fucking well by DeForest Kelley, who I think is D, as he liked to
Or
be called
Carl
on
Urban.
set. Or Carl Urban, but I'm choosing the DeForest Kelly
DeForest
one.
Kelly.
And the idea of him moving into Deep Space Nine and being like, "What's all this?" and
Yeah.
sort of like taking over the position seems incredible.
He would love the bar.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
And
I love it.
Spock is Star Trek to me, but I just feel like I would be unworthy to plot a mission for Spock,
Wow.
in my opinion.
Mhm,
Okay, yeah,
fair.
I've been wrong about my predictions. I thought Mike was going to go Archer. I thought Colin was going to go Spock, because you love Strange New World Spock so much too, and Leonard Nimoy Spock.
I love Enterprise, but Picard's a better captain. If I'm building a dream team, you know.
Hey, it makes sense.
All right, Jacob.
do-
I'm going to put you.
I do have a hunch that who you're going to take for your ship, Mike. We'll see about that.
We'll
But
see about that.
say.
Well, you're on the clock.
I'm ready. I'm
meanwhile.
ready. So I've got Cisco.
What's going to
Okay.
happen?
Again, I'm gonna not go ship yet because again, I think there's options with ship. I don't feel a need to take him, and I'm gonna go instead. I'm gonna lock up a character that I think this duo with my captain is gonna be amazing. I'm going William Riker, first officer.
Oh, you
Wow.
son of a bitch.
A
So I've
huge
got
grab. to
Cisco
get the
and
top.
Riker.
Yeah, you did it, dog. Good work.
That
The
is
dream team.
pretty massive.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which I don't know how that would work because Picard and Riker work so well because Riker's more of the wild card, more of the Kirk type, where Picard's more steady and not gonna. Although he can be a wild card sometimes too. But I think Cisco and Riker, it's like, man, two wild cards. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If that's how things are going and we're not taking ships, let me put myself on the clock then. I still feel good about ships too. And I want a pretty solid first officer. And you took Riker off the board, so I think what I got to do is save you from yourself, Jacob. And I got to take Major Kira Nerys.
Wow.
That's a great choice.
Yes.
See, again, I didn't want to go all DS9, so I had to split them up, and we did split the TNG DS9 teams. Yeah,
and I think it's a good fit. I think she's a little pushbacky. Picard could use a little bit of that. It's kind of like Ensign Rowe energy,
right? Well, it's ironic because actually, the Kira Nerys part was originally going to be Ensign Rowe, from TNG, who first appeared on TNG. The actress didn't want to commit to a full TV show like that, so they rewrote the part to be a new character, Kira Nerys.
Maybe that's why I ran with it, because it's like, this feels right.
Yeah, so it could have been Ensign Rowe, and of course, her and Picard have some great back and forth in the later seasons of TNG, and so I think Major Kira could sort of educate him on Bajoran culture and things like that. So
yeah,
I love
there's
that.
some good growth there. This is already going none of the ways I expected. I'm loving it.
It's crazy, yeah.
Don't you guys think Picard needs someone who doesn't work for Starfleet to push against him too?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
It'd be a good challenge for him because he's a little. He can be a stick in the mud,
Right.
Um,
Now, Colin, you're going to be back on the clock. Colin has a ship and a station and a chief medical officer. He doesn't have a captain. He doesn't have anything else, but maybe he'll go captain here. So
no, in fact, I'm back on the board now. It's my turn.
put him on the
I
clock.
have to keep the train going with DS9, which is like the cream of the crop. It is one of our favorite series. It's again maybe it's certainly my favorite live action.
More than TNG, because a lot of people like TNG the most.
I'm a TNG
I
stan.
don't like TNG.
I know Mike's a TNG guy. But yeah, DS9.
I just don't go that way that much. But I need to lock down one of those characters from there. So I'm going hard into engineering. I'm getting Chief O'Brien.
You son of a bitch.
That's a killer.
That's great.
I love it.
I'm building out my buddies. These are all people that are going to have it in. I have two Irish bastards who are going to be having the time of their life at Quark.
Drinking buddies
I get
together.
Quark, by the way. I want everyone to know that. That's just an error. That bar
that
is
works
there.
so well because that's like O'Brien and Bashir in DS9 are like best friends. So you just replace Bashir with Bones McCoy, and I think O'Brien would actually like him more.
Let's say a hologram of Bones, or maybe some sort of robot.
A super old Bones. Yeah. That's incredible. Chief Miles O'Brien originated on TNG, moved to DS9 as the chief engineer there. Cole Meany, an Irish actor that, fun fact, my grandmother knew Cole Meany in person
Have you
in
ever
real
shared
life.
that?
So I'm not sure. But they're like Irish families. I guess they knew each other. I don't know if he's from my grandmother's from the Cleveland area. I don't know if he was from Ohio or not, or how
He's a
she knew him.
union man.
He's a union man, and that's very important to me.
So-
Worf, very anti-union.
Right. I have
Yeah.
to.
You're
I
not
have to
going to see
know.
Warp on this crew.
So if Colin gets Tarek Nor plus the Defiant, now he gets
And he's got O'Brien to keep.
Does he also
keep
get
up
Keiko? Does
Tarek
he get
Nor.
a teacher for free?
Gets
Oh, I
Keiko and
get-
he gets
I get Keiko.
their family. Yeah.
Dog.
I
Gets,
get the baby that your character has, Mike, is mine as well. I get that.
That's right.
Damn it! All right.
The baby's mine.
Kira
Mike.
Nerys carries their baby
You
for
don't get
them.
to
Yeah.
have Kira pregnant for that season. That's mine.
That baby's there playing on.
And it makes so much sense because you can have McCoy running the medical area there, and then you can have O'Brien keeping up Tarok Nor, or as I call it, DS9.
Yeah.
I will not call it that filthy Cardassian name.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Okay, so I need.
That's a
to
great pick, and I'm really
take
mad.
that. He was
you
on my
made it.
list. He was my number one.
I
Yeah.
love to hear it.
Yeah.
Well,
now I
Colin
have to-
going super wild card. Still
He's
doesn't have a
asserting his
captain.
will, and with that being
I
said,
don't need
Jacob,
a I am the captain.
Yeah.
My last draft is me as the captain.
I love it. I love it.
Just people I want to hang out with in space.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, put me on the clock.
You're
I've
on
got
the clock.
Benjamin Sisko. I've got William Riker. This is tough.
It's getting difficult already.
Took my number one engineer.
Mm-hmm. Mine too.
What do you do?
I need a medical. Took my favorite medical too, but I'm gonna go.
Man. This is what happens
tough.
when Colin has the first
You know
seed.
what? I don't know if this is a pick that is in danger of being stolen from me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and lock up a fan favorite, and I'm spreading them out, going different shows. I'm going 7 of 9 from
Ooh,
Voyager.
so this is science.
Let's get 7 on there. Yeah, she's going to be
Here's-
science, and I might
Yep.
take another science person because you can have more than one science person too.
Here's what I'm gonna say to you guys with how wild. Because Jacob, you just scooped 7 of 9 from me.
Did I really?
Is
Well, you scooped
start
Steve O'Brien.
start going for number ones for other fucking divisions because that is what I'm targeting here.
Yeah.
And Jacob just stole the hottie of Starfleet.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Jadzia Dax. I mean, we know
Right.
how you feel about Trip, but 7 of 9. We love her. Former Borg, recaptured by the Voyager and deborgified, and has a great arc on Voyager where she has to relearn how to be human. And it's just really when she came into Voyager in season 4, and the reason they added her, of course, is like, oh, we need someone, like, we're losing audience. Like, how can we kind of shake this up and get more audience attention? Let's get the 7 of 9 character. And they really started focusing on her a lot in the later seasons in her relationship with Captain Janeway
Mhm.
and all this stuff. She was kind of the most interesting character on the later seasons of Voyager, and obviously a fan favorite. And so, yeah, I think it's a great pick. I love 7 of 9. So, yeah, feeling good about that.
Nice. Okay. Then I guess I'll put myself on the clock. I have a lot
The
of
hottie of
managing
Spectra.
between being on the
Say one
sheet.
more
And who do you
Um,
have right now, Mike?
So right
read
now
off your
I
team so far.
have Jean-Luc
Picard.
Picard and Kiera Nerys, and that is it. We're in the third round.
There you go.
So I too am going to jump around to a different series, lock up a star of their position, and I'm going to go with, it's useful to have a immortal doctor, and I'm going to go with the EMH, the Emergency Medical
Ooh.
Hologram from Star Trek Voyager, Robert Picardo. I have 2 Picards on my team,
That's great.
I love
and
that.
I feel
And
really
actually,
good about the EMH.
That's a great pick because you kind of scooped me, because with Bones off the board, I was like, maybe I'll go the Doctor, the EMH, the emergency medical hologram.
Yeah, I think I got a good pull with
You can
that
still go
one.
David Tennant, Jacob.
That's right.
Yes.
But this Doctor, the Doctor, and 709 also have a lot of interactions in Voyager, obviously, and they kind of have a rapport. So as a Borg and a hologram getting along, doing
he has
stuff.
a bit
He
of a
fixed her?
data thing.
Does he fix her?
He works on her and stuff. They have some moments of like, what is
That's
humanity? Because like you interact with humans too. How do you do it, Doctor? He's
Yeah,
like,
because they're both kind of learning to be more human. Because he wants to be more human as a hologram. She wants to relearn how to be human as a former Borg. So
That's good. I
Yeah.
like that.
So it's these quasi human sentient. He has a little bit of a oh geez, what's the courtroom episode? Data is Data human? He has a bit of an arc like that. Like, is the EMH just a tool, or is
Measure of a Man?
Doesn't have rights. Measure of a Man. He does a little bit of that going on, but I love him.
Yeah, and later, and Robert Picardo does guest star on DS9 as well as he plays the doctor that the hologram was based on, because they based the hologram on a real person. So he plays the actual person that the hologram was based on, and he visits DS9 because they want to make a hologram out of Dr. Bashir. So he's like interviewing him to make a hologram out of him.
That's funny.
So
now, Jacob, we've just seen the first images from the new series, the thing that's going to be next in Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, where we know Robert Picardo is returning as the Doctor.
That's right. That's right. I guess so. And they're just going to explain how a hologram aged, I guess.
And I can draft from that. I can draft Helen Hunter as, or whatever her name is, as my captain.
Yeah, Holly Hunter.
Paul Giamatti as my
alien,
whatever his role
is. That show, it looks interesting. I'll reserve judgment on that. There's doing a lot of wacky stuff. I think there's like a half Klingon, what's the now I'm blanking on the name of the battle troops for the Dominions.
Oh, the Jem'Hadar.
Jem'Hadar.
Yeah, there's a half Klingon, half Jem'Hadar character that I'm very interested in how that exists. Yeah.
All right, well, bringing us back around to Colin's pick, he has the Defiant, Dr. McCoy, and Chief O'Brien in Engineering. He does not have Science, Tactical, a Captain, or a number 1 as of yet. But he's on the clock.
Amazing.
Turn me back on the clock, Mike, because I'm going with somebody you just named a bunch, and I'm going my science here. I have to choose the most lovable character from TNG, Data.
Oh,
Data. Great choice.
Great pick.
Science and second officer on the Enterprise, who would kind of take over duties whenever Riker and Picard had to go somewhere together. So,
Mike. I'm sorry. You wrote lore. I chose.
Oh, sorry.
You're picking lore. Yeah, you're picking
Data lore. I'm picking.
Oh,
B4.
Mike, you wrote the one from that other movie. What's its name?
No, you want B4 from the Picard.
B4.
Oh, you're picking Data's head from San Francisco from that one episode.
And I'm choosing Fat Data from Picard. Will you write that in parentheses, please?
Yeah, I'll put parentheses. Fat. Okay. The one that wants to die. Data. Yeah.
Fat Data with his daughter or whatever you guys told me about.
Yeah.
Stuff I truly can't wrap my head around and that I try not.
Right. No, it's
that
dark time.
Spock's still on the board. You go Data over Spock. Over these other choices.
We've talked about Star Trek before, and you really do like Spock. So
I do. Yeah. Would I want to hang out with him? That's the big question.
Would you want to hang out with Data? I guess so.
Yes.
Play cards with him.
He'd have the chip on. He'd be doing funny stuff. He'd be like, the little robots are really people too. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
O'Brien would have some fun interactions with him. Play some poker. Teach him how to bluff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You say you're a robot, mate.
Jacob's got Captain Ben Sisko, First Officer William Riker, and Science Officer 7 of 9. He's on the clock.
That's right. Okay.
Spock is still on the board.
Spock's still on the board. I need medical. I need security. I need...
The fact that Tarek Noor is the only station that has gone yet is insane.
Yeah. I'm still going to wait on ship, and I'm going to go... Look, Bones is off the board. The EMH is off the board. I'm going to have to go with my second DS9 character. And actually, no, never mind. Scratch that. I'm taking Dr. Joseph Mabenga.
Ooh.
From Strange New World. I was about to pick Bashir, how to begrudgingly pick Bashir. But no, I'm going Mabenga.
Dr. Mabenga rules.
He does rule. He can fight like crazy. I like that.
I feel like I trust him as a doctor. I would feel really safe if he was operating on me.
He was in the war. If anything bad happened, he'd put you in one of his daughter's coma machines. And I guess.
I feel like I should get Nurse Chapel as a duo with him. We'll see. But,
wow, we're gonna do this. We'll see. She's not really a chief officer, so she might not.
No, but
qualify.
she would go well with, because she works well with.
Well, she's doing that 3-month conference
it's
now.
like me
so.
not getting Quark. We'll see. We got a race to it here, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he'll be fine. I'm going to go back on the clock. I currently have Jean-Luc Picard, Kira Nerys, and the EMH is my doctor. I need tactical, engineering, and science. And you know what? Because he's got his little heart broken, I'm going to take Strange New World Spock as my science officer.
Wow.
Great. Specifically Strange New World Spock. I love that.
Ethan Peck. Yeah, he's a little younger. I think he's going to fit the energy that we got going. Yeah.
I like that.
You get the hijinks of the day where he's a human. That's fun. You know, you're having a good time with that Spock, Mike.
This is Lady Killer Spock. He's crazy.
This is everyone on the Enterprise falling in love with Spock.
Yes.
Actually, that's probably endangered my crew.
As my dad, a huge Star Trek fan and huge Spock fan, called him Spock who does push-ups. He was so enamored that
Jack
Spock was fit. He's like, Jack Spock. What do you think about that?
And you guys have seen the most recent episode of Strange New Worlds as of
I have not yet.
Here.
I have questions, but that'll be for the Star Trek Strange New Worlds season wrap.
I'll check it out because there's a very kind of funny reference to the original series of the overacting of Shatner and whatnot that you'll like. Paul West.
Oh, that's funny. I love that. That sounds made for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Back to Colin.
Coming back around.
Still needs a first officer.
Yeah, I'm
captain
probably,
first and tactical.
I'm looking at security/tactical or whatever because that hasn't had one, so I feel like I'd have free reign. Nobody jumps out at me there, and obviously the big pick there is Worf. I've said this before. I am not a Worf guy. I don't like the DS9 when Worf comes on even.
Well, it's a good reason because he's sort of the Klingon liaison because they got to work with the Klingons.
What's the name of that little boy that he's always ditching? Charles?
Alexander.
If Worf works for me, he has to take care of his son. He's an absent father.
You don't get out. You have to draft Alexander. See if you get him. I am going captain.
Dad. He's a deadbeat dad, and he
hooks up with Jazia. Yeah.
I'm going to wrap up my captain here. I'm going to go my beloved Strange New World route. I'm going to take Christopher Pike. I'm taking 3 deep in a chair. There he is.
I have Colin, Pike, or Kirk. I couldn't decide who you maybe go old school and take Kirk, but I had Pike first, and then Mike I had Archer.
Kirk on this ship, immediately this becomes, how did Kirk get on DS9? Any other captain, it's all these people having a fun adventure together. You know what I mean? I don't want the episode to be centered on Kirk.
Yeah.
We gotta get him away from it.
So you got Anson Mount, Christopher Pike.
Yeah. And you know what I call him, Jacob?
What do you call him?
I call him Handsome Mount.
Handsome
Mount.
Pike's Peak. His hair.
You know, right? He was close to being one of my picks too. I famously reached out to the costume department and was like, where do they get those aprons? And I have the same apron that Pike uses when he cooks. I love that he cooks.
You love to cook. Yeah.
I Mike just couldn't skip a bald Frenchman. But yes, good pick.
And all great picks as captain. I think those are some great captains. And Colin, I'll say on the Worf thing, you're not a Worf guy. And as you know, maybe in later seasons of DS9, he ends up marrying Jadzia Dax, who you also don't like. So you're just very against that whole relationship.
I don't stand for that coupling. I do not stand for that.
Yeah.
All right. Jacob,
what is her role? Tell me what her role is again.
Science officer.
Okay.
Because she's a trill. She's had many.
Free of her. I don't have to be worried that I'll get her by accident.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Jadzia Dax is great.
It's already on the clock, Jacob. No ship, no tactical officer, no engineering.
That's right. What do I not have? Engineering,
tactical, and ship.
Or wild card. You can always go wild card.
Or you can always go crazy and just start picking your best favorite, wild people.
Yeah. Now, so far, I think I've had all different shows, which is good. Because I'm trying to avoid going too heavy on one show.
Same.
But I think for security, I think I'm going to lock up my guy. I got to take Odo.
Oh, dang it.
Freaking nice. Odo. Rene Auberjonois, R.I.P. R.I.P.
Really
Rene Auberjonois. Great actor. And a great character, Odo, the Changeling, who is head of security on Terraknor. And what a great character this guy is. I love him. And he gets in a relationship with Kira Nerys.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to, he learns to love a solid.
That's right. Guys.
We don't like solids,
And you
No,
get
like
all the
solids.
changelings by picking him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I get the
You-
Dominion. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, this is a question real quick before I go on the clock about doing me a solid. Is this against the rules if in the back of my mind I'm like, maybe Prime Spock is better for Jean-Luc Picard? I can keep Ethan Peck if it's against the rules, but if nobody's
No,
going
you can
there,
change it. Nobody else has grabbed Spock.
Is that
He's
okay?
still on
Yeah.
the. Yeah, he's
I
still on
want
the
TOS
road.
Spock because I think him and Jean-Luc Picard could have some interesting stuff. Yeah.
That's a good choice.
I
Yeah, I
think that's a
avoided
good
Spock.
pivot.
Spock and Data just because I took 7 of 9 already as my science officer, even though I think Spock and Data are great and I love them.
Right. But no, I think that works. Okay, so then I'm going to go on the clock. I'm still chilling on ship. I need
Security, you can take
tactical
Tasha Yar.
engineering. I should take Tasha Yar.
Tasha Yar.
Tasha Yar
A
dies. in
name
the
I
first
even know is a joke.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
this is getting tricky. So I need engineering. You know what? No, yeah, this is now it's getting hard because I'm trying not to double down on shows. So
But you're
here's
gonna
what
have
I'll
to
do.
at some point because there's not that many shows.
Right. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to take my first wild card.
Yeah.
This is going to be Vulcan
Wesley
liaison,
Crusher.
aka babysitter to Captain Archer. I'm going to take T'Pol from Enterprise.
Ah,
card
of course.
spot.
Tell me
the
about
sexiest
T'Pol.
Vulcan.
Sexiest Vulcan. Yeah.
They're like,
Oh,
we need a
wow.
Vulcan in the show. Let's get like a hot lady to play the Vulcan character.
And she acts
Um,
like Spock. Is she super logical? And
She's
Yeah.
super logical.
Cool.
Regular Vulcan, and she's just very attractive too. And then
But
she
I'm
has
also very sexy.
Yeah.
she's kind of the second officer to Enterprise. She's not, I don't know if she's officially the second officer, but she's kind of the second in charge. And she's like because basically Enterprise is the early days of human space flight, right? So they have
Right.
the Vulcans are kind of watching
Babysitting
them
them.
to make sure, so they send T'Pol to go on this ship with them to kind of oversee everything and make sure they're doing good stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Typical
So-
Vulcan arrogance, And then she
Yeah.
ends up having a relationship with Trip Tucker, the engineer of Enterprise.
Oh, I might have to pair them up. I still don't have an engineer. One of the
Yeah.
better characters on that show is actually Trip Tucker. He's very good.
I do like Trip Tucker, and I like T'Pol.
Yep.
And I like the episode where they have to go. They like live on Earth. She's telling a story about like her grandmother that's also played by her, someone who has to live on Earth for a long
Carbon
time.
Creek. Yeah, they pretend
Yeah.
to be settlers in
Oh,
the
wow.
1800s.
That's a great
I like-
episode.
I like when they get back from planets and they need to disinfect each other by rubbing goo all over each other.
Yeah,
What?
they go in this blacklight room and they rub this like goo on their naked bodies.
Captain, should we go to the goo chamber?
There was
Yes,
a lot of
we-
initiatives
Yes,
of like,
T'Pol.
look, this is the 2000s. We got to make Star Trek sexy.
Oh yeah.
So just
Yeah.
put in some risque stuff like that.
But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, good. She's a great character though. So I need to
Yeah.
get an ENT. So
T'Pol's
that's what we
great.
got. Yeah,
So Colin, back on the
Jolene
clock.
Blalock, great work. Colin is
Julian
now
Blalock.
on the clock.
Colin's back on the clock. We're staying sexy.
Mm.
Sexy is key.
Hey, I've got 7 of 9. You've got T'Pol.
I'm going with the sexiest of them all. Mike, into my wild card number 1. Right. Hikaru Sulu.
Yo, what's great about this pick?
As your helm, as your pilot. Yeah.
You don't have to pilot anything except the Defiant, so he's just chilling. doing
What's
push-ups.
incredible is he'll be like, I'm so glad you called me, Captain. I've been so happy to finally be piloting some. Wait, I can't drive this space station. Like how bitchy and angry he would be the whole time
Yeah.
walking around the promenade, being like, I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Hang out with his old
Makes
friend
for such
Bones.
Him and
comedy.
Bones would bond
Yeah.
like, yeah, this place
Yes.
sucks.
Leonard, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Of course,
Creating a
Sulu
bunch of
does become a
tourists?
captain post post the movies and everything. He goes on to become a captain.
I don't
in
want
his own
that.
right.
I don't
Okay,
want.
you want
I don't
young
want the
Sulu.
movies one. I don't want Harold and Kumar. I don't
Right.
want him playing. I want young Sulu from original series, who's only 1 year into his feud with William Shatner. They've only just
Yeah.
begun not speaking to each other.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
he shows up in Voyager as captain because he was Tuvok's first captain. Tuvok is a Vulcan Starfleet officer in Voyager, and that was his first posting on Captain Sulu's ship. Great choice though.
Crushing it.
So we're back to me.
Yep.
Let's see. What do I still need?
You're looking at a ship, engineering, and 3 wild cards at this point.
Okay.
Pretty full crew though.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking.
You got 38
fill the
seconds.
dead space here.
38 seconds here.
Where's the engineering? Okay.
Knock it
some
out,
good
boy.
choices.
Knock it out. You got 30
Some
seconds.
good choices. Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, the pressure. You know what? Maybe I'll just go with my ship here, and it's a safe pick. You know, it's. I'm not going too crazy here, but give me the Enterprise D, the TNG show, the show ship, the 1701D. Not
this
the
is
E.
your favorite, you've said.
It's up there. I mean, I can't think of it's just the classic Enterprise to me. I mean, a lot of people like the TOS Enterprise, and that one's fun too. I like the Strange New World sort of modern update of that as well. But I just love the D from TNG. So give me the D.
Give me the D. You're always there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stole it from Picard, but we got Cisco and Riker piloting the D. I think I can live with that, you know?
Okay. All right. Well, then let me hop on the clock here. That is a great pick, obviously. Was in the runnings.
Yeah,
but again,
I know what ship
specific thing.
Mike's going to take, though.
It's
on his. It's in his picture. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to change it, but I know he likes. Yeah.
We'll talk through it, but let me see. So I need. I'm on the clock. 45 seconds. I need a ship, but I'm not in danger because you guys both got yours. So I need tactical engineering, and I have some wild cards. Okay.
Yeah, I have wild cards.
So maybe I grab a couple wild cards since I know the ship is safe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Colin might do that. Or do I do security? Screw it. I'll take the man who gets defeated by empty barrels. Give me Worf. Give me Lieutenant Worf. Security tactical. That's my pick.
Sure. You don't want Tasha Yar. You're sure.
I would rather have that skin of evil guy.
Yeah. You could also take Tuvok. You could take Malcolm Reed.
I thought about going
Lon,
super
Nooney, and
Vulcan
Singh.
heavy with T'Pol,
Yeah.
Spock, and Tuvok. I was like, let's get the Vulcan.
I'm a
squad.
Vulcan crew. Yeah.
The whole Vulcan crew. Bones would hate it, but yeah, I'm going with Worf. He's a classic. He's not a merry man, but
Worf is great.
Job.
Yeah. And he has.
But Alexander has to come with him. I'm making him be a father.
Right. Yeah, he's a deadbeat dad. I will say this about Worf. People think of him as a TNG character. He had some of his best storylines in DS9. I think they really developed him as a character in that show. And there's a lot of Klingon stuff. I think that's really well done in DS9 in general.
I agree. All right,
so,
let's take a look here. Colin, we've got 2 wild cards and a first officer spot and a tactical security spot remaining. He's on the clock.
Now, am I correct? You guys have taken both of those, the first officer and security?
Yes, we both have first officer and security. Correct. So
all right,
there's
I'm
no
kind of
risk.
just safe in those choices. Okay.
I should have known when you said you don't like Worf that I didn't need to rush it, but that's all right.
Nobody's taking any of that from me. Looking at security, though, I will stick with somebody who makes my captain comfortable. I will go La'an Noonien Singh.
Hey, okay, I like that.
Relative of Khan, of course. Future
Remind me, Jacob,
relative.
Is she enhanced as well?
I don't remember. I mean, her backstory in the show, I know that she's involved with the Gorn, where her ship was like captured by the Gorn. She saw like all of her people that she knew like killed by the Gorn, like her brother and stuff, right? She comes before, like this is before Khan is born, right? Or I don't know how it works exactly, but it's very confusing to me.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think she's enhanced though.
But she's a Noonien Singh, like Khan Noonien Singh.
She's in basically my favorite episode of Star Trek of all time is a Strange New World episode. Those old scientists, the one where
the lower decks crossover.
The crossover where they come over. But my favorite Strange New World episode, if I wasn't allowed to include that one, is the one with her and Paul Wesley, where they travel to Canada.
Yeah.
And they have to do the
Or should we kill baby Colin?
Terminator, and do like a baby Hitler experiment.
Right.
I just found that to be so incredibly interesting.
Yes.
Yeah,
By the
that's
way,
a great one.
you can take lower decks characters. You could take Brad Boimler as your wild card if you
we're
want.
not done yet, my friend. Don't you worry. Don't
Yeah,
you
exactly. All
Data
right.
fat. Yeah.
Data.
I'm just
I love
updating
that
the
my
sheet as we
class is data fat.
You wanted that. That's how you
That's
format
what I
the
want.
data. It's fat 32.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jacob,
I'm gonna
all right,
you on the
put me on the clock. Put me on the clock. And I still need security. Pull up that sheet again so I can remember who I have.
All
You
right.
need. No, you've
I
got
need
engineering.
engineering. Yeah, and all my good options.
Engineering.
I have
There's
wild
this guy
card.
named Jacob. This guy named Montgomery Scott. I don't know if you've ever heard.
I think I'm going to end up going with him, but I'm looking at my wild cards and I'm thinking, let me get some freaking wild cards on here, and let me go with a guy I love. Again, DS9. I'm sorry to go back to DS9 again, but Elim Garrick. Come on, join the crew, man.
Garrick.
Former
You're taking
Cardassian
Garrick.
spy turned respectable tailor. He just makes clothes. That's all he does. Don't ask questions. And he's in a gay relationship with Dr. Bashir.
And you separated them by taking him manga. How dare you?
Andy
Yeah,
Robinson,
I do wish I had Bashir now.
From Dirty Harry, the villain in Dirty Harry, an
Yes.
actor we absolutely adore. Jacob, I think of that episode
Hellraiser.
of DS9 you made us watch all the time.
Oh, In the Pale Moonlight.
Yes, all the fucking time.
We've got Cisco. I've got Cisco as my captain. He's going to be, they're going to be getting into some stuff, doing some morally gray stuff. It's going to be great.
You got this queen just slaying, doing his nails. Like a fucking spaceship explodes in the distance, and he's just like not even looking. You're like,
I love it. I love it. He's going to be my spy master, which is very important to have on a Starfleet ship, a spy master.
Right.
Master of Whispers.
Master of
There you
crows or Master of Whispers, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go on the clock. We're getting close to having this filled up. Ship is safe for me. I still need engineering. 2 wild cards. So
wild cards are going to be the biggest gets now, Mike, if everybody else has everything.
There's an engineering that could be contested, and I think I'll just snatch up what I want now. I'll go with
We go 4
Forge.
wild cards.
I could add a wild card. I'm here for it.
Because there's a lot.
Oh my god! Do we add a
I'm
wild
looking at these people. I'm like, I want all.
That's the most wild card thing you could do. We're adding one.
Yes.
Okay. I'm taking Geordie the Forge, TNG.
Oh wow! You're doing your engineering. You're taking Geordie. That's
because
you got data, or no? Colin's got data. Okay,
yeah.
I've got data.
You're breaking up the BFFs forever. Geordie and Data.
I think the EMH and him might get along. Spock, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, yep.
Geordie, we love him. He wears that visor. Until the movies when he's like, fix my eyes. I don't want to wear this visor anymore. Give me robot eyes.
I'm actually done with this bullshit.
Right?
Yeah. Which I don't
We've added an 11th person for each team. Mike has added wild card slot.
Why not? I'm just looking at the wild cards. I'm like, I want to add more than 3 people from this list.
We can't. I think one extra is doable.
That's good. Yeah.
So, Colin.
I know who I'm filling that in with.
You got first officer needed, but everybody's got them. So yeah, wild card. You're right. You got 3 more wild cards and first officer. I'm
going to go with my love. I'm going to go with the just said, which of course we can do. I'm going to get my favorite character from that. I'm going to go Divana Tendi.
Oh
wow!
Nice. I wanted Divana Tendi. Good pick.
But Mike, she's going to be the nurse to my bones. Her upbeat attitude versus him not wanting to work a comedy goal that these two are going to be doing.
I love that. Yeah,
that's awesome. Actually.
I do like Tendi in that show. One of the core favorite. 4 of that show. The lower deckers who become lieutenants at some point, so not really lower deckers anymore. And Colin, have you seen all of the show that's out so far? Or do you
I'm the last season behind. I just finished watching.
I recently
the one before I was back on.
Yeah, I did a catch up like a couple months ago, where I was like, I need to watch like the last 2 seasons of that show and catch up on it. So. Yeah, all right, so put me on the clock now.
Yep, putting on the clock.
And I know who exactly I'm going to take as well.
Okay.
I'm going to stay wild card. I'm going to stay lower decks. And I'm going to take the true wild card, Beckett Mariner.
Beckett Mariner. Okay.
Gotta have Mariner on my team. I love her. She's
Huge.
you know, she's captain material one day. She's a bit of a wild card now. She doesn't like to be told what to do. She doesn't like authority figures. But she's got that Kirk energy where she's, you know, she's just great. So I'm gonna add her to my team. She can hang out with Garrick. Who knows what crazy shit they'll get up
She
to.
served on the DS9. We learned.
That's right. So Cisco will have trouble keeping her in line. It'll be very interesting to see.
Love to see it. All right. I'll go on the clock. Oh, man, now I'm feeling pressure to do a lower decks, but we'll see what happens. I just need a ship and 3 more wild cards. Boimler.
The Cerritos.
I take the Cerritos.
If you went Cerritos as your ship, that would be amazing.
I want to do second contact. The other stuff's too much pressure. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do is just want a good character for ENT. I need a translator. Hoshi Sato.
Hoshi Sato, the communications officer of the Enterprise NX-01.
That's right.
She can translate any language. For a lot of languages. She's great at languages.
She's interesting because she's scared to explore space, but she's good at her job. So she's trying to overcome.
She's also a hologram?
No,
she's a person. She's a normal person.
Okay.
Polyglot. But yep.
Yeah. I'm looking here. No one's taken. Oh, I guess Colin took Sulu. But other than that, we've got some pilots. We've got Tom Paris. We've got Travis Mayweather from Enterprise. We've got your favorite, Erica Ortegas. I fly the ship.
I fly the ship.
Don't make me.
I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't need 2 pilots, but I love Ortegas. Nobody's chosen Uhura, which I feel like is a huge legacy pick that's in multiple shows. That would be like an awesome pickup.
Another communications officer.
Yeah.
But Colin, should we put Colin back on the clock here?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Still needs a first officer. Wild card.
This is an easy one for me. I'm sticking to wild cards here. I'll just say Tarak Noor wouldn't be Tarak without him. I'm choosing Quark.
Quark. There you go. You got to get it.
I gotta get the Quark. Like it's like I feel like what are we doing on DS9 if he's not there? What is everybody doing?
I'm taking Odo away from DS9, so you're just opening up a lot of possibilities for Quark to get in.
He's like, you know what? It's actually never been better. And Bones is like, yeah, let's rip off all these fucking losers. And he's like, hey, whoa, slow down, buddy.
La'an's gonna be in there. Where are the strips of gold pressed platinum? Yeah, think about that.
I'm very stressed.
I love that. I love Quark. Love his brother Rom. His nephew Nog. All great.
First Ferengian Starfleet, Nog.
That's right. We love Nog.
La'an and Quark shenanigans would be fun to see. That's a good setup. Yeah.
Because La'an is a lot like Odo in that she's very, as the security chief, she's going to try to keep you in line. And Odo and Quark have this great back and forth in DS9.
Yeah. No, just saying, she would love ballroom dancing on the Hollow Suite too. Perfect. For her. In Vegas.
If you have Spock. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Jacob's on the clock. You got 2 wild cards and engineering, but engineering's locked up, so no risk.
Engineering. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting on that because I kind of know who I'm going to lean towards with the available options. Going to stick with wild cards. And a lot of choices here. I'm actually going to go with, you know what? I need a pilot for the Enterprise D. Let's get Tom Paris. Tom Paris from Voyager.
Tom Paris
also does medical stuff.
I only know because of my love of Masters of the Universe and Jacob. That guy's Tom Paris.
That's right. That terrible movie, Masters of the Universe.
You see right there? That's Tom Paris.
Oh man,
Tom Paris, a great character who they in Voyager they just kind of he's kind of a Mary Sue. They're like, you can do medical stuff. You can do. You're gonna be best buddies with Harry Kim and go on adventures.
Weird.
They wanted to kind of make him like the most popular character in a way. I feel like because they gave him all the cool stuff to do. Like he flies the ship, he does medical stuff, he does holodeck stuff. He's in a relationship. He ends up marrying B'Elanna Torres, half Klingon, half human character. And yeah, he's got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Now Paris is one
Tom
of the best
Paris
characters in Voyager. Yeah.
Yeah. Joining the crew.
Nice. Well, I'll go on the clock. Then I have 2 more wild cards and a ship. The ship is safe. So for my next wild card, I have Hochisato to pull. You know what? I fly the ship. I don't have a pilot. I need one.
Oh,
I guess I have to.
over Travis Mayweather. I mean, you'd be pretty enterprise heavy. If
I'm
you went
pretty
Mayweather.
enterprise heavy.
Travis
So
Mayweather. Nobody cares.
hey man, he's a what do they call him? He basically his family was
Oh yeah, he's
long haul
he's
truckers.
like a boomer because he
Boo.
grew up.
He was
He grew up
born in space and lived in
Yeah.
space. Yeah, but I'm going
Ortegas.
Ortegas. I
fly the ship.
Yes.
And she's
My
got a
name
storyline
is
right now where
Ortegas. Should I fly the ship?
she's being disciplined for insubordination in Strange New Worlds by
Well,
Una.
let me just say, I've been saying since season 1, she is so insubordinate. How is she getting away with this? So finally, Una puts her down. Anyway,
She's got like PTSD from the Gorn attack, and she's got stuff going on.
Yeah, but there was one line delivery with the Gorn attack. She's like, "I fly the ship." I was like, "All right, you made it work."
That's
anyway,
so good.
I'm off the clock.
We've all got a helmet. We've all got a pilot. That's good.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
No one wants
so,
Deanna Troy or Esri
Colin's
Dax as
got
the
everything. And as last wild card. Oh wait, he has first officer.
First
he needs
officer.
to. Wild card and first officer. Yes.
I'm completely safe in what my last wild card pick is going to be.
Okay.
Because I know you guys aren't going to go outside this box. So instead, I am
First
gonna
officer,
choose...
Riker off the board, Kira off the board.
Here's the thing. I'm going to do something,
That's
Jacob.
characters you don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to do
Chakotay?
something none of us have ever considered. No, even though I know Chakotay Joe's characters. So that
Chakotay
makes
kind
me
of
like,
sucks. I don't like Chakotay. He's just.
I
he's
and
boring.
the actor, I know he's a piece of shit. So
Oh,
no,
sure.
I will not be going with you. Instead, I will be going by the actor because I'll be choosing my favorite.
Oh, I think I know who you're gonna take.
Doug Jones.
Saru, yes, from
Taking-
Discovery.
Oh.
Saru.
Saru, the weird
Jones.
alien. What's
Getting to be
his
an
personality like? What's his storylines? We
No,
don't
he
know.
was
Doesn't
he's from
matter.
a race of aliens that grew up as like prey, like on their planet, they're like prey to like every predator on the planet. So they grew up with like an evolutionary defense system where they're just like very nervous all the time and they're always alerted to like danger. So he just
That's
kind of
what his
always
thing is?
yeah, he's like natural prey. So he just always knows
Oh.
when like danger is coming and he's kind of like neurotic. Yeah.
He's not the mushroom guy though, right?
No, he's kind of like a blue alien guy.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull up a
It's
picture.
not a
of
blue alien guy. It's like a
Saru.
tan alien guy. I think.
Blue? Okay, I don't even remember. Like
Blue
I've
uniform.
barely. Oh yeah, that's right. He's tan.
Like an open face.
Yeah, he can smell really well. I think because with his nose.
That's cool. Good for him. Good for Saru.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I haven't seen much of Discovery, of course. Michael Burnham's still on the board.
And will he be sitting at my proverbial lunch table of the rest of my people? No, but we'll be
Yeah.
happy to see him in the cafeteria as he's walking by. Everyone wave.
No, I had a
Ooh.
hunch you were going to go Saru because of the choices left. You don't know any of them, and you know Doug Jones,
Love him.
great actor that loves to, be alien,
Be a freak.
different
We're freaky
prosthetics.
shit.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
there you go. A Discovery
right.
character was picked in this draft. It's amazing.
Yes. I
First
didn't
one
want to
off
go
the
so
board.
Strange New Worlds heavy because obviously Una's the one I know the most.
Yeah.
Sure.
She is good.
Other than that, yeah, you got Chakotay, you've got Jack Ransom from Lower Decks.
I don't love Jack Ransom. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Of course, Jack Ransom and Una actors married in real life. Jack O'Connell. Wait,
Oh.
Jack, what was his name? Jerry
Yeah,
O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
That's
I don't
right.
love
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell. I'll be honest.
All right.
Married
That's-
to Rebecca Romaine.
That's it.
All right. Well, Jacob, I'm putting you back on the clock. You have a wild card and engineering.
Yes. Gonna hold off on engineering once again. I have one more wild card. This is tough. Because how many DS9 characters do I have? Several.
3 that I can
3.
see.
I was considering Jake Sisko just to have the Siskos together. But I kind of want to avoid another DS9. And I kind of want... You know what? I know what I'm going to do. For my last wild card, I said it before, I've got Mbenga. I want to lock up Nurse Christine Chappell
Good
to
work,
work
dude.
with Mbenga in our medical
Good work,
suite.
dude.
I like it.
Awesome. Incredible choice. Incredible pickup at the end here,
We
dude.
got to get Chappell. And
No, that's great.
I'm feeling good about that.
Nurse
Jess
Chapel.
Bush breaking our boy Spock's heart, going on a 3-month internship and hooking up with the doctor there, apparently.
And married.
Apparently. But not apparently, explicitly. All right. Well, then again, I know the ship is safe. I'm going to go on the clock, getting my final...
And sorry to Jake Sisko, you didn't make the cut, but I wanted to partner you up with your dad.
You got to help your granddad run
Jake
that restaurant.
Sisko was on the board for you. That's great.
I was considering just so Captain Sisko can have a son there who just doesn't want to be in Starfleet, just wants to be a writer. So you guys can relate to that probably.
Right. Well, I got my
That's
last wild card figured out. I've been sitting on it for a while. I'm glad I can get it. Who else is going to work at the tiny bar wherever I end up? It's got to be Guinan. I need Guinan.
Guinan, a character I didn't even list in my sheet. Didn't even think about Guinan. Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, so Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, dude. TNG.
Hey,
500
Mike,
years
you
old.
coming down for drinks? How are you, baby? You're like,
Yeah.
feel great, Guinan.
I could use some wisdom.
Like that will
Guinan.
make you feel so good at the end of every shift.
Orion. Yeah.
I could have gotten it there. Like I could have gone Troy for therapy, but I'm like, Guinan's just as good.
Yeah,
Guinan's
I'd rather
just
have
as
Guinan
good.
than Troy, anyways.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
So
Troy
that's my
out.
last
You could
wild
go
card.
Esri Dax. Yeah.
No one's
I don't
doing
want
that.
either of those.
So stay tuned for my ship. Otherwise, we're back around to Colin with
Wow.
The Guinan, the
It's
El
final
Orion. And do you remember the
wild card.
other El Orion character that's in Generations?
Now,
It's
No.
Malcolm McDowell.
McDowell?
Is an
that's
El
right.
Orion.
Yes, that's the villain. Now, what's the deal? Remind me one more time. What did you guys say they do in the Picard series? It's not what.
No,
It's a different
they say
actress,
She
yeah.
just like, I changed how I look because like I do that sometimes.
And it's a young woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Young-ish, I
Wearing
don't know.
like the hat.
No, she's got
No,
like
she-
an afro, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. She just looks like
That
a normal
sucks.
person.
That fucking
it's a-
sucks.
It sucks. Yeah, it's
She's
Whoopi
got like a bar
Goldberg.
on Earth.
Mike, will you write in
Yeah.
teenage Guinan for mine?
Yeah, yeah. You got it, buddy.
My last choice. Will
You
you
have
write
old
Guinan that
Guinan who's on The
sucks?
View now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
argues
old
with
Guinan.
other old ladies on The View.
Yeah,
prefer
who
when she's
gets
on the View
canceled. It
screen.
seems like every other week for saying like I'm
Saying
going to
another
take a
hot
shit on
take or
Trump, and I'm like, okay, cool,
All
do
right.
it.
Look,
Mm.
yeah, we love it. Okay.
Colin's got it.
You think
Is that what
Guinan?
you're really taking for your last one?
No.
Wait.
Colin's up.
All right,
Final
so
wild card.
here's how it goes. It's a final
Yeah.
wild card. It's my final pick.
Neelix. You love Neelix. You know all about him.
We've thrown out
Yes.
some characters where we've
Okay.
said, by me getting this person, I get X. Now,
Yeah.
I agree with those. Whatever we've called out before, please feel free to claim. You guys could probably argue that I get this person already, but I'm laying a claim. I'm putting my stake in that this is who I want on my Star Trek crew, hanging out on Turok Nor. So
Uh-huh.
for my final pick, I am choosing Spot, Data's cat. Yeah!
I
So
love
you
it.
could- yeah, that should be
I would say
included
you
with
get
Data.
it.
I don't know if that's a whole
Doesn't matter.
character.
Doesn't matter.
just
Well, then
wants
I
it written
get
down.
two. I get a
Yeah.
cloned version as well. I
Porthos
get as
as well.
many, and I get a bunch of tribbles then. Okay, I get all the little monsters.
Got it.
You don't
You
want the
got it.
tribbles because they'll just
Two
start
spots and
multiplying everywhere.
tribbles. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. I love it. I like the wild. That's what you do with the final wild card. Is you go
Yes.
wild. Yeah.
2 spots and tribbles.
So
Have
everybody's
Tarek Nor
everybody's
full
at the
of
promenade.
tribbles. Yeah.
Everybody's at the promenade. Work is telling his latest scheme. Bones is like, it's never good. O'Brien's like, oh, this is hilarious. This is. Everybody's having a good time. La'an's
Yeah.
waiting to go in and shut this. And fucking Spot the cat walks by, and everybody takes a minute to be like, hey, there's Spot. This is great. Doesn't that sound like a nice afternoon in space?
I think you have Morn too, just by default to sit there, and he like
Yeah.
Spot likes Morn a lot and hangs
Yes.
out
He's got
with him.
Morn,
Morn is
the
petting
norm
Spot.
of Quark's
And
bar.
Data comes in
Morn.
and goes, has
Yeah.
anybody seen my cat? Good Lord. Can anybody
Yes.
help me?
Yeah.
My binary.
Of
cat
course, there would be
system.
tribbles everywhere. If you had tribbles, they'd start multiplying. They'd cover the promenade.
Spot would eat the tribbles. We would find a
That's-
way around it.
That's what
That's a
the
lot of
cats
tribbles.
do. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. All right.
They'd
I
swat
love
him
it.
around into it as
Interesting
an incinerator.
choice. Yeah.
We've already had tribbles at Quark's bar. He just needed a couple cats to take care of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Jacob,
For
you're
my last
clocking.
pick, look, I still need an engineer, chief engineer, or chief. I need chief engineer. Jordy's off the board. Miles O'Brien off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Belana Torres, sorry, not going with you. I could
Who is
put you
that?
with your,
Tell me
your
who that is.
husband.
Half
That's
Klingon, half human Voyager.
engineer of Voyager, and she I could put her with her husband Tom Paris, but I'm not going to.
Former
She has
Husband?
anger issues.
The guy from Masters of the Universe is married in that shit?
To a half Klingon lady who has
Wow.
anger issues. Yeah,
but
she's a great engineer. Could go Trip Tucker. Could go Paul Stamets.
All these names.
Anthony, what's his name from Discovery?
Trip Tucker, you made up. Paul Stamets. I'd love to know what his story is.
That's the what's his name from Discovery?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's Anthony Rapp. That's the mushroom.
Anthony
guy.
Rapp.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is our president, if you're a member of SAG.
Yeah,
Oh,
Anthony Rapp. Anyways, not going with him. Not going with Jet Reno. Actually, a character I do like from Discovery is my clock going. Jet Reno, Tig Notaro from Discovery, a fan favorite character who's coming back for Starfleet Academy as well. Yeah. But
what's Carol Kane's name?
Pelia. Not going Pelia. Not going Hemmer, even though I love Hemmer.
He was in consideration. I do love Hemmer.
Yeah, Hemmer's great. Blind Andorian. But I'm going with, of course, I gotta get him. Montgomery Scotty Scott.
Oh, right.
I could go original or I could go new Scotty.
Are you doing James Doohan or are you doing Simon Pegg?
Or I wasn't even thinking Simon Pegg. I was thinking new Strange New Worlds guy as well. But
it's one of the few where the Kelvin is the better casting for. I love the Simon Pegg performance.
Simon Pegg's great. Yeah, you know what? I'll take Simon Pegg, and then I get his little alien buddy too, right?
You get Quixler, whatever his name is, Quizzer.
So what do we call it? What's that universe called?
The Kelvin.
The Kelvin timeline. Yeah, give me Scotty, Kelvin Scotty, sure.
Mr. Montgomery.
They beam Admiral Archer's prized beagle, and they never find it again.
That's right.
That's
right.
They lose.
Is it true you did that? No, Enterprise. I just haven't found him yet.
He's not lost. I just haven't found him yet. Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
All right.
And we have Mike with the ship.
Final pick.
Great
the
choice,
ship.
Megan.
Yeah, that's very fun. Yeah, first one in the Kelvin timeline. Way to go.
Yep. I'm very happy somebody did that. Just real quick, Mike, my other only consideration for Kelvin was I do like Chris Pine better.
Yeah.
I like Chris Pine.
But I don't like Kirk that much. But yeah, Chris
I like
Pine's
Uhura. I like Kelvin Uhura too.
Yeah.
Maybe not better than the original or
not better than Strange New Worlds.
Not better than Michelle Nichols, but
and on the subject of Scotty, big part of this new Strange New World season, they're really transitioning to Scotty away from Pelia, who I was whatever. I didn't really care about Pelia.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so I'm on the clock. It's out of time, but I know what ship I'm taking. There's really only one choice. I'll explain my logic on the other side when we kind of get our teams evaluated and discuss it right after this. But my final pick of this draft is USS Voyager, the Voyager.
Wow, I'm very surprised by that.
I'll explain why after this. But yes, there's a key reason: fastest ship in Starfleet, 9.97.
True.
Warp. So
I really thought you were going to go NX1.
Well, here's the thing. It'll be a quick tease, but NX1 and early Enterprises, anything pre-TNG, no holodecks. And if I'm in Star Trek, I want a holodeck or a holosuite.
Good point.
So I can't live without
Very good point. Except for the most recent episode of Strange New Worlds, but that's a prototype, advanced prototype that's years away from being,
we need another 100 years to work on this. But yeah, so NX-01, my favorite ship design-wise, aesthetically, but if I was going to live on something, I want a fucking holodeck.
That's a very good
replicators.
Point. Yeah, because it's a different era of technology. You wouldn't have the advanced stuff that Picard era Trek has. Yes, very true.
Exactly. So that's why that choice was made. But yeah, let's take a break. Let's evaluate these teams and discuss how we think we did on the Ultimate Star Trek Draft. Right after this.
We're back. Here on Normies Like Us, where we just ran the gauntlet because it wasn't a holodeck simulation. We did that for real. We did our Star Trek draft.
Wow.
How we feeling, boys?
How are we feeling?
Yeah, so what I think I want to do here is I want to read off the teams top to bottom, and we can discuss kind of how we think it went for everybody. So first off, Colin at
Should we each read our own team?
We want to do
I
that?
don't have it up, so Mike, do it for me.
All right. You can read yours if you want, Jacob. So this is for Colin. On behalf of Colin, I'm the ambassador to Colin's team. He has Tarek Nar with the Defiant, captained by Captain Pike, pre-beep chair, First Officer Saru, Medical Officer Dr. McCoy, Tactical Officer La'an Noonien Sung, Engineer Chief O'Brien, Science Officer Data Fat, Wildcard 1, Hikaru Sulu at the helm, Wildcard 2, Devon Attendi helping McCoy with the medical, Wildcard 3, Quark, because that's what he does, and Wildcard 4, 2 Spots and Tribbles.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Important distinction, and I'm very happy about that team. But Mike, will you write in a note for me? I want my bones before he has any Vulcan in his brain. I don't want any of that movie nonsense.
Okay, got it. Yep. Before Vulcan brain.
Very specific.
So pre-search for Spock, no mind meld.
Yes.
Okay, you got it, buddy.
I don't want him bummed out. I want him having fun. And I feel like if he's got Spock in his brain, he's
when
like,
does he have a Vulcan brain?
They do like a crazy
in
mind
the
meld.
movies.
He puts like his entire brain
In the Kelvin
in his
movie?
brain.
Oh,
No, in the fucking original series. when
Bones
Spock
does?
transfers his consciousness into Bones.
I don't
Bones is
remember
like,
that at all.
I'm not normal anymore.
They're trying to bring Spock back to life. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I want Bones when he's wearing that like groovy clothes that he's wearing in the beginning of the one movie.
That's right before that happens. That's days before.
You know what? I'll take him up to that moment. But then put him in a freezer.
Yeah.
All right, so I said before he wants bones, before Vulcan brain, parenthesis, funky clothes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, hanging out at a bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Deanna's like, you're actually not supposed to wear that while checking people out on Tarak Nor. He's like, baby, it's groovy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's gonna love Quark. I tell you what.
His
Colin,
sideburns are so
your
long.
team is great. You know, you've got a great mix of shows. You've got the only Discovery characters. I'm very impressed there.
Mhm.
I
You've
bet I'm
got
gonna
Pike and
bully.
Saru. You've got some Strange New World characters. You got
Pike,
Lower Decks,
who
Mindy. Yeah.
Dude, on you guys always tell me on Discovery.
Season 2 of Discovery, Pike, Spock, and Una were reoccurring characters on the season 2, and then people were like, "This Enterprise crew rules. Let's just make a show about them," and that's how we got Strange New Worlds, a spin-off of Discovery.
No, let's cancel it, you fucking assholes.
Well, at least it's getting 5 seasons, which is nice. So it's
We'll get 2 more.
2 more after this one,
Okay.
and that's the 5th one will be the last one, I think.
Okay.
All right, Jacob, you want to read off your team?
Yeah, I'll read mine. So I've got the Enterprise 1701D. As my ship, I've got Captain Benjamin Sisko. I've got First Officer William Riker. I've got Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joseph Mabenga. I've got Head of Security Odo. I've got Chief Engineer Scotty, Mr. Scott. Kelvin, Mr. Scott, Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
I've got Chief Science Officer 7 of 9. I've got my Spy Master, Elam Garrick. I've got Lower Decker, Beckett Mariner. We're training her, for a leadership role. I've got Ship Pilot, Tom Paris, who also, I think him and Chapel are going to probably have some kind of relationship since B'Elanna's on the ship. He's kind of a ladies' man too, so and he does medical stuff, so he's going to be helping out in the medical bay, and something's going to happen there. But I've also got Nurse Chapel, Christine Chapel, working with Dr. Mabenga, and that's my team.
No, I like it. I do think, Paris and Chapel, that's going to be some trouble. Mariner is going to be a lot of fun. Probably running around with Garrick, you'd think. She's going, Garrick, let's scheme some stuff.
Odo, I mean, you throw it in, and it's truly the ship of fan favorites, isn't it? I would argue yours is the number one
a lot of my
fan site ship.
Yeah, I
Sisko,
feel like we all got
Riker.
some fan favorites.
That's really fun. And it's the Enterprise, so Garrick can be running around on the D. That's kind of cool.
I've got some wild cards, but I've also got Odo there to keep order. So I've got Garrick and Mariner. They're going to be getting up to some stuff, but Odo's going to be, you know, kind of watching over them. So I feel like it's a good mix.
You'll never know what's a bucket and what's Odo. Like what's just a plant where he's
Yeah.
always watching. And you get the best bar. Well, no, Quark's the best bar, but then you have 10 forward. Voyager only has the little dining area, so no real bar, but we'll
True.
handle that.
And you have Guinan, but you don't have 10 forward. So
That's right. So here's my
It
team.
comes with her.
Yeah, right. I stole that. So my team is on USS Voyager, captained by Jean-Luc Picard, First Officer Kira Nerys, Dr. EMH, Security by Worf, Engineering by Geordi. We have TOS Spock as our Science Officer, T'Pol as just kind of a general officer, Hoshi Sato as our comms, Ortega's, she flies the ship, and Guinan is just kind of our therapist / bartender, which isn't that what they are anyway.
and you have, you know, Spock and T'Pol, they'll be doing science Vulcan stuff together,
Yeah.
being
I think-
logical.
I need to check if T'Pol is older than Spock because Enterprise happens before the TOS, but Vulcans age
Yeah.
slowly.
It would depend on what era, because in Spock's era, I think T'Pol would be older than Spock at that time because she was already older. She was already pretty old in Enterprise. So
Right. So that would be an interesting dynamic. I think between Jean-Luc and Kiera trying to figure out some stuff, and then Spock and T'Pol, like, what was it like serving with humans? It was acceptable. That could be fun.
I think Jacob and I chose crews that lead to a lot of two-parter episodes because by the end of episode, it's like something fucked up, and the whole second part is that they have to like fix it. But Mike, you chose the A-lister of competency, I would argue. So yours is like a one, just like top tier. Fucking what's his name? Ron, who's the Battlestar guy? Wrote it.
Which guy?
Who's the Battlestar guy?
Oh,
Ronald
yeah,
D. Moore.
Ronald D. Moore.
Yeah, Ronald D. Moore is right
Yes,
in your
man.
episode, Mike. People are like, yeah, it's just, you know, when you list out the top 10, like this is number 3. And you're like,
I'll say about
shit,
Mike's
Mike chose
team.
the 3 episode. Yeah.
Thank you.
You've got like maybe the most competent team and the least wild cards on your team that
Yeah,
are going to cause
easily.
chaos. So you have maybe the most efficient team.
You could write a bottle episode where Ortegas and Hoshi get stranded, you know, but she needs to decipher the signal, but she doesn't like being in space. It's like, oh, we're, you know. There's a lot of setups for that kind of thing, I think. Geordi and T'Pol, he could have a crush on her like he did with that hologram doctor, and that goes nowhere.
Or Geordi.
Oh,
He's
boy.
an incel.
Even that's a TNG one I've seen. Out of all the references, horrible.
Yeah. Well, I will say, and I think your ship pick, Voyager, is actually such a logical pick that I didn't think about because I expected you to take Enterprise because I know you love Enterprise. I expected you to take the NX-01. Voyager makes so much sense because, like you said, more advanced technology. And actually, Voyager is the most advanced ship at its time when it's in the show. Like, that's the whole thing about Voyager is it's more advanced than even the Enterprise because it's this new prototype ship with like faster than, you know, it can go further distances faster and stuff. That's why it gets stranded in the Delta Quadrant.
Yep.
And it's got like special gel pack technology or whatever the fuck.
It has another ship underneath it, like an advanced shuttlecraft. They never use it. They use it in the comics, but it has its own kind of mini Defiant, not as powerful, but it has an extra ship. But here's the key metric that I really use to determine this thing. This was my secret weapon. If I could have gotten DS9 Terrak Nor, that would have been the first choice, logically. But still, the key metric I was looking at was not optimal on Terrak Nor. I just wanted the community. The metric was how many holodecks per capita. And so with an average of, let's say...
You'll spend all your time on the holodeck?
Well, no, I want to have access to one when I want it. So with about 2,000 people, including civilians on DS9, there's only 4 holosuites. That's 1 holosuite per 500 people.
Right.
Now you
And
have
gotta pay
16
Quark to use them.
holosuites. Right. Now,
So Quark runs the holosuites and it's more commercialized, you know, it's
for
capitalism.
profit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
1 for every 500, that's going to be tricky. I'm sure the captain can get in when they need it, but then you have Enterprise D, crew of roughly 1,000, 16 holosuites, though. So that's pretty good, the most holosuites, or holodecks. But that's 1 for every 62.5 residents. Meanwhile, the Voyager, smaller ship, leaner ship, crew of 140, not too crowded. 4 holodecks, 1 for every 35 people, easiest holodeck access, least number of people to deal with. Yeah,
and that's your
we're
first,
chilling.
that's your number one criteria for which ship
It was
to take.
one of the key criteria because if you're in space, you're going to want to have something to do.
But here's my
yeah.
question. If you pick the Voyager, does that mean you're also stranded in the Delta Quadrant?
I would hope not.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Okay.
think necessarily we have to be, but yeah, that was one of the things I thought about is how is to use a holodeck, and so Voyager, and I like the crew of 140. It's not a ton of people.
Yeah.
It's like, all
Did
right,
anything ever cross either of your guys' mind to stay in Star Trek but go off Starfleet? Would you ever have done a Borg cube or something like an anime? I'm surprised none of you chose Q as your wild card. I kind of thought he might.
Q,
I don't
another
trust him.
character that didn't even put on my list because I forgot.
No.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
about
also
Q.
one of the spots is Q. That's so. Mike, go ahead and write that in.
Amending that, yes.
I like that. And so in the second Strange New Worlds episode of the new season, we do get a Q reference, and we get, I don't know if you guys know this, at the end. So obviously it's that British actor is like a baby
retarded.
Q is the point of that episode.
Trelane, yeah.
But in the very end, you get a John Delancey voice cameo as Q.
Oh, I didn't
in that
understand
episode.
that.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay, yeah. So that was a Q. So when it's that whole wedding episode, that Spock wedding episode, yeah, that's a Q episode. So, anyways,
Yeah.
can't wait to talk about Strange New Worlds in a couple weeks. Whenever that series ends, we'll do a full series recap. Probably, I assume.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
Yeah.
far it's good, but this was fun. I like the draft. I was thinking about this way too much this week. Of like, what am I going to do? And that's why I got down to the math of how many holodecks per capita.
That's a very interesting way to go about it.
Well, it's
but
also the
before-
newest ship.
Yeah. No,
Or I can
Voyager's
black
very advanced.
market hollow decks. I'm getting
Yeah,
like
you can
the
build
full-
more.
I'm
Yeah, you
getting
think the
like
promenade
Tipol
is-
visiting me.
Yeah, the promenade isn't fully rented out. We'll just renovate some of these into hollow suites. We'll just make more. Yeah.
Oh, I'm knocking down buildings. If I'm sim citying this, I'm like, no, not having it. We're having deck suites.
I can see Pike being like first order business.
Yeah.
More recreation.
Yeah,
I
get
gotta
rid of
taste
these
that like
Bajoran spiritual shops or whatever. We're putting more hollow suites in this bitch. So who has the best team? I'm interested to look at the captains and the ships. So you have Captain Pike piloting or ruling
Managing
over
DS9.
DS9, captaining
That
the
doesn't work.
Defiant.
That doesn't work, honestly. I mean, it truly doesn't. That does.
Could
not
he have
make sense
handled
in
something
any
like the
way.
Dominion War?
He's not. But he's also somebody who gets so stir crazy to be in one place.
Yeah, he'd always want to be going out on the Defiant on away missions and
adventure.
stuff.
So it does not make any sense.
Checking
And
out
you've
that
got
wormhole.
Cisco. You've got Cisco piloting or captaining the Enterprise D, and you've got Picard captaining Voyager. Very interesting there. I think
Both of
Picard
them
would do well
fit
on the
there.
Voyager.
Yeah, they would both work there. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Picard and Kira Nerys on the Voyager. I like that.
How would Cisco handle Jellicoe coming and taking over? Or how would Riker's already done that, so
Yeah.
we know how that resolves.
Right. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, there's. I think all great teams. I like all of our teams, and it's a very interesting exercise to do. And maybe our listeners can write in which of these teams do you like the best? Which team would you want to? Which crew would you want to be a part of?
Is
Yeah,
losing their mind about Captain Kirk not being picked in a Star Trek draft.
Captain Kirk
Absolutely.
not picked.
Right in yours, fans. We're always
Yeah,
the only
Spock
one of the
was
big
picked.
three. Spock
Yeah.
and Bones.
And Bones.
And
No
Scotty.
Uhura.
Well,
No
different
Kirk. Sorry, Uhura. It's nothing personal.
I had to just hit up Enterprise. I had to do it because no one else will. But Uhura is probably the biggest. Respectfully, sorry, we should have picked you.
Yeah.
But that's probably.
And
the
if I
biggest
did
miss.
take a Kirk, my hot take, I would take Paul Wesley Kirk. My
That's
favorite
insane.
Kirk.
That's insane.
Hey, Chris Pine. Chris Pine is the best Kirk.
Yeah.
Mm.
If I didn't take a lower deck person, Tandy was going to be my number one. I did think about
Boimler.
the doctor.
The cat
lady.
doctor.
The cat?
lady.
As a wild card, just throw the cat.
All
in
right,
as extra
get rid of
staff.
Spot. Put the cat on.
No one took Shax, the Bajoran security
Yeah,
officer.
I don't really
of
like
Lower Decks.
Shax. I don't
Yeah.
like Shax that much. I don't like
Yeah.
Ransom, and I don't like Shax or Rutherford. That's my hot
Or,
take on which one I really like.
Paul
I think
Shear,
Rutherford's
Paul
right.
Shear, the engineer.
I really like Paul Shear's character.
Billings or Billups.
Billings.
I think Billings is
Billups.
really funny.
He's a rich guy who said, "No, I don't want to be rich. I want to work on a space."
Yeah, he's like a
It's very-
royalty on his planet.
From
He's like,
the
I want to join
castle.
Starfleet.
So is
Yeah.
Devana though. Tandy's rich.
That's right. Well, I like
Yeah.
that she's an Orion and she's a pirate. She's a pirate queen.
They're not all pirates.
Yeah.
That's great.
If I was in Star Trek, I would want to be an Orion.
Heck
Yes,
yeah.
they're a very cool species, doing pirate stuff. But yeah, I like all these teams. I got Beckett Mariner on my squad. We love her.
Yeah, she's great. I could have got Jack Quaid. I'm sorry, Boimler. Should have pulled you along. He would have loved to be on Voyager with Jean-Luc Picard. I'm sorry, dude.
The character that I would probably be most like if I existed in a Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
You would have
be a Boimler.
Jacob. The only reason I know anything about Tom Paris also is that's my Tom Paris commemorative plate.
Yes, he's obsessed with Tom Paris.
And he's stuck in the gas leak, and the plate goes, "All right, buddy, we got to get out of here."
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I feel like I've got a lot of cool guys on my ship because I got Tom Paris, I've got Riker. Mainly those two. I think they could get into some.
I got laid
shenanigans
back
as well.
guys. I don't need cool guys. I got laid back guys.
If
I got the chief.
You got the chief. If I had one more chance to get a wild card, I would have picked up Boimler. He would have gone crazy with T'Pol, Spock, Worf, Jean-Luc. He would have lost his freaking mind.
On any of these teams, he'd be like, because he's just a huge nerd of Star Trek history,
dude.
basically. So he'd be like, all these famous characters. I love all these.
These are all basically like Suicide Squad. So he'd be like, what is this arrangement?
Yeah.
Yep. It's good. Well, yeah, I think we just stay here and wrap up any final thoughts we want. But this has been really fun. I love these drafts, and this has been one of the best ones.
My favorite episodes that we do. It's a great concept, Jacob. We do them every couple. They're almost kind of pairing up with our what shows in that they're almost the set of 10. We do a what show, maybe 5. We do a draft or something.
Yeah.
No pressure too, but
it's a good fill in if we have a down week where we don't have anything current release to talk about.
Coming off all these blockbusters, we have a lot of starts of shows, but not a lot of full seasons of shows to discuss. So this was a great idea to slot in.
My other idea for a potential draft this week was draft your own superhero team. Who can make the best superhero team? So maybe that'll be a future one when we go back to the superhero well of draft your Justice League or your Avengers or whatever. So that'll be a future episode, I'm sure.
Yeah. But I'm happy to be back in space, and I'm glad we initially had an idea to maybe round 1 and 2 should be ship and captain, and then Colin suggested wisely, nah, let's go crazy. And that did make it a lot more fun. Yeah. We didn't know what was going to happen. It truly was
I think it worked out. Yeah.
Experience.
And definitely some of my picks got snaked as always, where I didn't get my perfect ideal team because we all want, the best characters and everything, but I think we all came up with very solid teams that sort of fit our personality. So I like that.
Again, Jacob for the list, so I didn't have to pull Saru out of my ass. I could just look down and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the widespread of different shows that got recognition here. Voyager, kind of a lesser talked about show, Voyager, but it has some good characters. Enterprise, of course, Mike's favorite.
Yeah, I like
even
it.
Discovery,
Yeah, I got a little bit of Voyager, a little bit of exposure to all of them. Some 2 shares of Voyager, 2 shares of ENT, 3 shares of TNG. SNW,
yeah, I am
only
disappointed.
Only one Strange New World. She flies the ship.
For me, I had 2 Strange New Worlds. No Enterprise on my list, which I'm very sorry about because I do like Enterprise. I was trying to get one of every major show. Of the ones left, who could I get? Maybe
could have gotten
Mayweather.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have got Trip Tucker, but
could have got Trip Tucker, but that's all right.
Yeah,
I could have done that too.
Made up name, Trip Tucker.
Charles Trip Tucker III.
Lying about.
Oh, I could have
Star Trek characters.
No, I should have booted Geordi and gotten Trip, and then he could have gotten with T'Pol again.
Yeah, or I could have taken Trip instead of Scotty, or Malcolm Reed, everyone's favorite British guy who likes to shoot guns or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, Malcolm Reed, people say he's too whoa, we got to shoot gun, but he's like, we've never been in space before. You need to be careful, Captain Archer. And Archer's like, we don't need to be that careful. So I think Malcolm's correct. Anyway.
Yeah.
But fun exercise.
Great show. And which uniforms would you want to have? Mike,
perfect.
Jumpsuits. The Enterprise jumpsuits.
Here.
Everybody has pockets. We got jumpsuits. We got places to put shit. Tools. We got pockets. We got the jumpsuits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Of course. So jumpsuits, Enterprise jumpsuits for Mike. I'd probably go with the DS9, maybe the DS9 later seasons look where you have the gray kind of jacket and then the colored shirt underneath to denote what department you're in.
Mhm.
That might be my look.
That would have been my second choice, probably, is the gray shoulders
Yeah.
colored shirt. Yeah, what about you, Colin? What unis you rocking?
Colin,
What are they wearing like
Strange
Discovery?
New Worlds.
Oh, the
Discovery
crazy, they're
that
like
I
silver
don't like
down
their.
the front. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of have like a blue with some like trim. I don't know. It doesn't look that good. I like the colorful suits of Strange New Worlds as well. Kind of a throwback to the original series.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll go Kelvin movie suits.
Kelvin.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like
that
those
to
suits
me,
that much.
I don't know.
So now
I
let
like
me look
Strange New
again.
Worlds better than Kelvin. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, man.
Hmm.
And I need to Photoshop the boiler suit crew into Voyager to see how weird it looks on that ship. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Or Colin, what about the red monster, the red jackets from the TOS movies?
I really despise those. I will take the weird motion picture white jumpsuits.
Oh,
Those
the
would be
beige.
interesting.
Yeah, like the very
beige. Yeah.
There we
the whole
go.
movie is just very beige to me.
Yeah.
That's a good look for Tarek Nar.
Everybody's
walking the
wearing their
promenade.
jammies,
Yeah.
walking around my bridge. I'm like, what is this?
Right.
Take your fucking underwear off.
You need closed toe shoes. What is this?
Yeah.
It's
It's
a violation. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I keep thinking of little adventures everybody would go on. You
Yeah.
know? Tendi and Data looking for the cat. That's a great episode. That's a great B plot.
It's a great fanfic jumping off point, Mike. Get those script ideas out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
let us know,
We got some
Normies.
great fanfic. Yeah, Normies,
Now-
please tell us which team you like the best, which crew do you like the best. Come on.
And
We know
before we
who
do
it-
our usual hit us up, do we want to say what is coming up? What is our episode next week?
Oh yeah.
Do we know?
Next week. That's right. Okay, next week we have a new release movie.
Captain, we're locking phasers.
Captain, we're locking phasers to a new movie. Should I reveal it now?
I'd say so.
I think we talked about doing Weapons, the
Mhm.
new Zach Kreger.
Locking weapons, yes.
So you're
Weapons.
revealing it to me right now. So yes, please do. But yeah, perfect. Weapon sounds great.
Yeah, so I think we're going to talk Weapons
Okay.
next week.
Took 1 week from Julia Garner. Now we're back with Thanos, Wong, and the Silver Surfer. Once
Sorry,
again.
you got that.
Yeah.
That's right. I love
What a world.
talking about actors only in relation to their MCU character. And
That's
everyone's
right.
been in the MCU at this point. So
Any Star Trek actors been in the MCU?
we have Chris Hemsworth as Kirk's dad. Remember from the first
There you go.
JJ.
Okay.
Mike, you drafted Michelle Yeoh from Evil,
Section 31?
Evil
Oh, that's
Movie.
right.
Yeah, whatever that's
Yeah.
called.
Oh, nobody from Section 31 drafted, surprisingly.
No, F section 31.
I didn't choose the bug, the guy who's one individual bug.
No Picard characters. You didn't want Data's twin daughters or anything.
Rios, who's like, yo, I'm going to stay in California.
Who is
the
the
past.
So many
Legolas
great
guy?
characters on
What
that.
is his deal?
Which guy?
It's not important.
It doesn't matter.
He's a Romulan, I think,
Cool.
right?
Oh,
He's a
yeah, he'd been good
Romulan guy.
security. Space Legolas.
Sure.
Eleanor.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got like what's her name, Michelle, whatever, who's like the drug addict lady.
And then the doctor.
So
who
many
murders
great
people.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
choose from.
They all sound very memorable. Listeners, hit us up if you chose any. Give us your on ours, who you would have picked, what you think about Star Trek, if you're watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and if you're excited to go boldly where no one has gone before. Hit us up at
That's right, check out the new-
_like_us.
Season we will be talking about at some point. And if you like holodeck episodes, check out the most recent one.
Wow.
It's interesting, Colin. You might like it.
Excited. I'm going to watch it right after this.
All right. Well, bold to go where few have gone before. Like, share the podcast. We'll catch you next time, everybody. We've been your hosts.
Yeah. This is Colin Data.
William Miker swinging the leg back the other way. I'm out of here.
And this is Jake Sisko. I don't want to join Starfleet. I just want to be a writer. Okay, Dad?
Write my little book, my little stories.
Okay.
And he's okay
Because
with
it
that.
was
He's a good
real.
dad.
His dad was a writer at one point in a different timeline.
Oh,
That's right.
no.
All right. Catch you later, Normies. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Peace be with you.
So
Or some
Yes,
other
and always
words,
with you.
but I can't remember. Start
Have it in the Delta
Bye.
Quadrant.
I have been and always will be your friend.
And your
Oh
host.
no. Is that one?
I think he says that. Yeah.